We're down in Huntingdon County, and they've told us that we could really take our show to another level, a step up. In fact, 1,000 of them. In fact, there are more than 1,000 of them, running up Jack's Mountain near Mount Union. But why?
Well, the purpose of the steps was to get the workers from the highway up to the top of the mountain where they could work at ledge quarry.
Every day, quarry workers climb these very long stairs that are almost a mile long and about 800 feet in height. At the top, they mined high-grade ganister rock that was used to make what they call silica bricks for the iron industry. But some of them are very strange-looking bricks.
This is a silica brick. It won't warp, spall, or crack up to 3,000 degrees. There's no other material that would do this. This was essential in the iron industry. Well, Harbison Walker refractories, most of their brick went to the coke oven industry in Pittsburgh. And the coke oven industry lined their coke ovens with bricks. And that's the reason why the people come the whole way up here to get ganister. Ganister was actually almost pure silica. And it made a fantastic product. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105.
Meanwhile, back at the steps, as we walked, we could see the leftovers of the early surface mining.
This is the rock that was rejected by the quarry workers because of the iron content. It was too high. It was considered an impurity.
Mixed in with all the steps, you see the switchbacks that crisscross the mountain. Back when they were working the mountain, they gathered the ganister and transported it down the mountain in both tram cars pulled by dinky locomotives and on counterbalanced inclines that took the shortcut straight down the mountain.
This is the top of the first incline. The switchbacks became too great a distance for the cars to travel down to the bottom, so they put it in cars and took it down the incline to the next train. Used an incline to pass it down to the bottom where another train would pick it up.
More and more steps. More and more trails that all show where the trains rolled and the inclines operated. This is the big thick cable that was used to let the ore cars down the mountain. It would go around a curve and down another incline, and then the ore would be put on a train and taken over to the factory in Mount Union. Walking all this way to work must have seemed like a chore, but according to Joe Clark, some thought it was fun.
All the quarry workers had somewhat of a competition to see who could get to work the fastest in the morning. Everybody had to be able to climb the ledge quarry without stopping for any kind of rest or break. Supposedly, one of the men had a time of down below 8 minutes to get from the highway the whole way to ledge quarry. This is a destination for the quarry workers who used 1,000 steps. This is known as ledge quarry. The whole top of the mountain was notched off. They took quite a bit of ganister out of there.
It was kind of neat coming up the 1,000 steps and seeing where the quarry was and everything. But the biggest thing I learned is if you're going to make 1,000 steps up, you're going to have to do 1,000 steps down. 999, 998, 997, 995.
A copy of the program you've just seen can be purchased through Penn State Media Sales at mediasales.psu.edu or by calling 800-770-2111.